ceremony. This has become a beloved tradition here at Kyrene de la Colina. It's a way for us to honor and say thank you to all those who have served or who are currently serving our country. Remember, we all have wonderful opportunities here in the United States, and it's because of these brave men and women that we have those opportunities. So every year on November 11th, we say thank you, and because November 11th is on a weekend this year, we are honoring them today on November 9th. Children, and when you think about all the rights that you have, the right to come to school, the right to worship in a church that you choose, the rights that your family have. We just exercised one of those rights a few days ago, the right to vote and get our voices heard. Imagine being in a country where you don't have those rights. And so again, it's because of these brave men, these brave women, that we are a free country and we have those opportunities each and every day. So at this time, I want us all to give a round of applause to our veterans that are up here on our stage. And I also want you to be thinking about those veterans that are not with us today, whether because they don't live close or because their journey here on earth has ended. That doesn't mean that we forget them, because again, we hold those people close in our heart. So we are ready to get started. Audience, I know you are in for a treat with this special ceremony. And again, thank you for giving your time this morning to be with us, to help us celebrate and honor these brave men and women. At this time, we are ready to present the flags.
Please stand.
Just put that down on the
Color guard, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, honor your flag. Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Declaration of Independence led by our 4th and 5th graders. To the flag
of the United States, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, post colors. Color guard dismissed.
At this time, please remain standing for our national anthem. If you are going to be announcing a veteran this morning, I am going to ask you to leave your area and proceed over by Mrs. Piper. You'll make a line quickly out in the hall, and then we will start announcing our veterans in just one moment. And as they are getting ready, children, a veteran is a member of the armed services, which include the Army, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, the Marine Corps, and the Navy. And in just a moment, we are going to honor some of those people who are members of those different branches. And again, it is because of these people that we can proudly proclaim that America is truly the land of the free and the home of the brave. Some of our veterans who are in attendance will be announced, but we will also be announcing those that are not in attendance. If you are in attendance and your name is called, we will ask you to stand so that we can honor you when your name is called. Thank you so much. So this is where I usually get a little emotional because I get to honor my son, who was not able to be in attendance this year, but was here last year. I'm here to proudly recognize my son, Sean Boydner. I don't know why I can't do this. Who served in the U.S. Marine Corps, was stationed in Hawaii, and has just recently come back home. So I'm a very happy mom and a very proud mom to honor my son. I'd also like to honor some of our staff who have also proudly served our country. We are honoring Sharon Lotz, our library and media tech, who served in the U.S. Army. We are honoring Shirley Despain, one of our instructional assistants who served in the U.S. Navy. And we are honoring Barbara Falk, our speech specialist, who served in the Army and in Desert Storm. We honor these people, and we will now continue to have children also honor their veterans. We are going to ask that all applause be held until the last veteran is announced.
My name is Keegan. My name is Quinlan Fife. Our veteran is Kenny Fife. His branch of service was the Army. This campaign that he served in was Enduring Freedom. He is our father. I'm in Miss Mattoon's class, and I'm in Miss Lighting's class.
You guys don't follow instructions very well. Or they could not choose to hold all applause till after.
Hello, my name is Gia Moser, and I'm in Mr. McDonald's class. And my name is Dane Moser, and I'm in Miss Chulax's class.
Oh.
Our first veteran is Ron Heitman, and he is our grandfather. He was in the Air Force. Our second veteran is Bob Moser, and he is our grandfather. He served in the Army. Our third veteran is Michelle Lacassi. She is our aunt, and she served in the Air Force. Our fourth veteran is Scott Chester, and he is our cousin. He is currently in the Army. Thank you. Hi, my name is Ruby Felton, and my mother was in the Army. Her name is Monica Medina, and I'm in Mrs. John's class. Hi, my name's Aaliyah Mack, and my veteran is William Mack. He is my dad. His campaign was 325 Airborne Battle Battalion, and I'm in Mrs. John's class.
her.
Hi, my name is Keon Flett.
Hi, my name is Brittany.
Our first veteran is Jennifer Heinsheimer. She is our branch of service is our second veteran is Eric Heinsheimer. He is our branch of service on campaign operation of Iraqi freedom. Our third veteran is Paul Raska. He is our branch of service on. Our fourth veteran is John Schulte. He is our
Grandfather.
branch of service.
Navy.
Our fifth veteran is Ken Kendall. He is our
Uncle.
branch of service is
My name is Liam Glover. My name is Kellen. Our first veteran is Eric Glover, and he was in the Air Force. His campaign is in the Vietnam War.
Wow.
And I am in Mrs. Harden's class. I'm in Mr. McDonald's. Our second veteran is Jeff Forsyth, and he was in the Air Force. He patrolled the cities. Hi, my name is Kaylin Swenson. My veteran is Frederick M. Swenson. He was in the Army in Korea. He was my grandfather, and he died when I was young. My teachers, Mrs. Redmond, thank you. My name is Declan. My name is and my veteran is Todd Haynes. His branch of service was U.S. Coast Guard. Campaign Operation Desert Shield. He's our father, and we were in Mrs. Monson's class. Our names are Felicity and Illuminate, and our veteran is Captain Frank James Owen. His branch of service is the United States Air Force. His operation was Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm. Our teachers are Miss Mateo, Miss Revenue, Miss Alvarado, and Miss Alvarado. My name is Jasmine Winsview. I'm in Miss Granway's class. My veteran is Jack Finch. His campaign was during World War II and he served in the Rheinland, Ardennes, Aslis, and Central Europe campaigns. His branch of service was the Army of the 84th Infantry Division. They called themselves the Rail Splitters. He was my great-grandpa, and he's not here anymore.
My name is Jennifer Bauer, and my first veteran is Franklin McCabe Jr. He was in the Army and he attended the Vietnam War. He is my grandfather and he's up there. My second veteran is Forrest McCabe. He is in the Army and he attended the Operation Endurance Freedom and Operation Operation Iraq Freedom, and he is my uncle. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nathan. My veteran is Josh Conant. He was in the U.S. Marine Corps. He was not only a Marine, but also a teacher of military children overseas. My name is Nathan Conant. He's my grandfather. Thomas McDonald, Private Service, U.S. Air Force. He's a member of our family. My teacher is Mrs. Smith.
My name is Brenda Hardin. I am honored to respectfully announce Mikhail Owens Wilson. He is a Hardin family friend and he served in the U.S. Army.
My name is Stephanie Fishman, and I'm a third grade teacher. My first veteran is my father, Ian Gale. He was a doctor in the U.S. Army. His campaign was Vietnam. He served as a major in the 6th Division Medical Corps. My second veteran is my cousin, Vic Beck. He is currently serving as a Rear Admiral in the U.S. Navy. And my last veteran is my cousin, Adam Hollander. He served as a U.S. Marine in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Wow. That was Mrs. Harding. Love that.
Children, staff, thank you so much for honoring the special veterans in your lives. Let's give a final round of applause for these veterans that are here. Thank you so much for honoring them. Now we're going to be moving into singing some of our wonderful, wonderful songs. This is always such a wonderful way, again, to continue honoring our veterans. I am so proud to introduce our second graders in Mrs. Munson's class, Mrs. John's class, and Mrs. Hardin's class as they proudly sing Grand Old Flag.
Yay.
the song Twinkle, Twinkle, 50 Stars, sung by our kindergarten children from Mrs. Arlano, Mrs. Bowman, Miss Lindsay, and Miss Truex.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so cute. I started singing before. I'm gonna post it on YouTube so I think that my grandma. Right.
Well, at this time, I would like to present one of our first speakers, Franklin McCabe Jr., the grandfather of Zenobah Bauer. He's going to say a few words to us.
Thank you, Principal, Ms. Brenner, or is it Brenner? And Vice, I think she shook my hand earlier, where she at?
She goes.
Okay, well, anyway, boys and girls, parents, and my colleagues, you might say, returned Vietnam vet, everyone here. It's been said, my name is Frank McCabe, and my daughter wrote here, I was going to find that question I was supposed to talk about. It says, the most memorable thing a stranger said or did to thank you for your service. That's a very easy one. But you know, I had a lot of memorable ones, but I've just been diagnosed, I got holes in my memory, according to VA. So that's kind of, but I do remember one. When I came back from Vietnam by way of Washington, Denver, then LA, there's an elderly Native American woman, a Mojave woman, who was on the street. I drove to a grocery store, and she came up to me, she hugged me and said, "Welcome home, Shanali." And it's almost like saying, "Welcome home, Navajo." It's a Mojave elderly, and she's very old, and I knew who she was, but I didn't think she knew who I was. You know what she said next? "Mochebek." Mochebek. That means, "You're great." I thought that was pretty neat. So anyway, you know, Vietnam vets were the most, as well as Korea veterans, they're never really honored until years and years later. So this is really a special occasion for me. I attended one last year. So Ms. Brenner, this is a really honorable, praiseworthy thing that you do to put into these young youth's minds how important it is to be very patriotic. If there are a lot of men and women who will sacrifice their life, and some will give all. So I would like to say, someday you'll grow up, you boys and girls, because there's opportunities there. Military is one of the options. What a good way to do that. I served with the 5th Special Forces. I served in the A-Team. Unfortunately, I was able to get out of there. I mean, fortunately, I was out of there alive. I just underwent, this is my 5th week of surgery. I had surgery 5 weeks ago, and they removed my kidney. Agent Orange, what a deadly thing. They caught it just in time. There's 4 stages in cancer, and I was in the 3rd stage, almost in the 4th. Doctor said to me, we've got to remove that kidney. I thought I had some option, chemotherapy and all these things that happens, you know. Anyway, they removed it. I'm feeling well. Hopefully everything is taken care of. So the other thing I want to say about thinking, my parents were there. They drove up. They didn't know I was going to come to town. They were at the door of the grocery store, and I said, Shema, she's yeah. I said, Mom, Dad, they look like you. I get emotional. That was very special too. Mom was cheering. Dad, he gave me a big hug. He was World War II veteran. He was a POW as well. He talked about it, and then them days they didn't talk about PTSD. So they say I have PTSD, but I don't think so, but they tell me I do. Nightmares and all that stuff. So boys and girls, you know, if you know, when I walk down this hallway, there's flags going through it. Every one of those kids says, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. And that's pretty neat. So keep that up. Tell your friends to serve. Not only the military guys, too, the law enforcement too. They give their lives all the time. Thank you for this opportunity to say a few words. Thank you.
At this time, we are going to be hearing from our first graders in Mrs. Denton, Mrs. Baird, and Mrs. Hall's class. As
Go
they
Ryan!
sing I Love America.
Sing it, Bubby. He heard it enough.
Guest class. My name is Levi and I'm in Mrs. Hardin's class. Our veteran is Roger Hughes. They're in the Navy.
Oh.
They're our cousins.
Oh.
My name is Bella. I'm in 3rd grade. My grandpa is a veteran and my grandpa's name is Doug Cable. He works at the Air Force. He works for the airplanes for the military and my grandma all my family is in the Navy and the veteran. And I'm in Mrs. Fishman's class.
Thank you, children, for ensuring that we honored all of our amazing and special veterans today. And at this time, we are going to be hearing the song 1111, which will be sung by our 3rd grade children in Mrs. Revenue's class, Mrs. Fishman's class, and Mrs. Lighting's class.
According to my watch, it's 10 o'clock. 5. That was beautiful. Thank you so, so much. Children, staff, family members, it now gives me great pride to introduce Mr. William Mack, who is going to say a few words to us. He is the father of Aaliyah Mack.
How are you guys doing? So if you don't know me, my name is William Mack, Aaliyah's dad. I had 7 kids go through this. Because of this school, I have a soon-to-be lawyer who's at Columbia right now.
Wow.
I have a nurse. My kids are striving at the highest level. I didn't know what I was going to say today. Because the last time I spoke, I just shot from the hip. But because of the first help me out. So I'm gonna talk about PTSD. It's a disorder. I suffer from it. A lot of people suffer from it, and they have no idea that they have it until they miss some hours, a day or two. So I was having an episode one time before I knew I had PTSD. I got up one day and I wanted to walk outside, but I couldn't. I wanted to feel the sun on me, but for some unknown reason, I was terrified to walk through the door. So I grabbed a chair and I sat at my doorway. And this is what I wrote. One day, as I sat in my doorway, I looked out to nothing. But as I focused my mind more clearly, I could see it all. I could see how the call of nothing falls upon a foundation like a ton of bricks, shaking the core of that foundation, breaking off pieces of your being bit by bit till your soul is exposed to any and everything. While the ring ringing in your ears is so loud that soon you can no longer hear nothing or see the reality of nothing. So you have nothing to hold on to or look forward to. Blue in the face of danger because nothing is suffocating you, holding and cradling you, sending you off into a deep sleep. A cold, deep, transparent sleep of nothingness. For with